Hi everybody, and welcome back to Lost Genre Reddit Stories. So, your significant other just came back from a work trip and asks you for help unpacking their bag. When you do that, you find items that don't belong to her and don't belong to you, but clearly belong to somebody of your gender. What would you do? This one's from user throwaway account 12. Fiancé 27 female had to travel for business. She asked me, 29 male, to unpack her bag. I found a man's sneaker and watch in her bag. She says she has no idea how it got there. What do I do now? I know my fiancé should not be traveling, but the reality is she did. I don't want people to focus on that aspect of my post. She is in the military and has a very special security clearance for a special project held by only a few people. I have to be honest that I don't understand all the particulars, but all I know is that last Wednesday she was supposed to have a half day, but she came home saying that she had to fly to the East Coast that night because her program had a major issue overseas and there was going to be an emergency meeting at a base in Virginia. This isn't the first time this has happened, so I was really bummed because it would mean I'd be alone on New Year's Eve, but I also knew that this was the deal when we started dating. She was 100% out of touch from the time she left on Wednesday evening to Sunday when she got home. I texted her Happy New Year's and she never responded, even when she was out of her meeting. She got home really late last night and went straight to bed when she got home. She did tell me that she had missed me and that she loved me. So at about 7 a.m. she had to go in and talk to her boss about what happened, but assured me he was going to give her a couple of days off since she missed the holiday and weekend. She woke me up and asked if I could start her laundry for her by unpacking her bag. I said yes. Then I got into her bag. Stuffed away into the bottom was a man's running shoe. It was like a size 13, and no possible way it could be her woman's size 8. I initially thought that was very strange, but figured, oh well, TSA really messed this one up. But as I started to unpack more, I found a really expensive Garmin GPS watch. I looked up the model and it's specifically made for running. So now I'm unpacking and thinking, out of touch for 4 days, man's running shoe in bag, man's GPS watch in bag, cheating. She got home and I tried to calmly bring it up to her and she absolutely freaked out and accused me of accusing her of cheating. I had not even said that word yet. I tried to calmly tell her that I was just curious because it just seemed strange and I'd looked up the watch and it's like $700, so surely whoever it belonged to would want it back. She told me F you, I don't know who it belongs to, and would she really be so stupid as to ask me to unpack her bag if she knew men's stuff was in there? I told her that actually made sense and said I really missed her and just wanted to chill out with her. She said I'd ruin everything by accusing her of cheating and she was going to spend the afternoon at the gym. I repeated to her that I never accused her of cheating and she said that I can't be so stupid as to think she didn't know what I was saying. She is gone but left her phone and I couldn't help myself, and we've always known each other's passcodes, so I tried to snoop, but she apparently had changed her passcode. All in all, what is going on here? What do I do now? So we're going to go to the community comments now to see what kind of advice or thoughts they have for OP. At this point, what do you think is really going on here? I do have to say that this story has a huge twist. Unfortunately, I can't reveal that just yet. So let's continue with the community comments and move on from there. Paws and Dogs says, her defensiveness and rudeness as a response to you wondering what these items are from is a huge red flag. One thing I'm confused about is if she is cheating, why the heck did she have you unpack her bag? Unless she didn't know those items are in there, that's so weird. Either way, the reaction plus the change phone password is not a good sign. OP responds, my only guess is that she didn't know they were in there, meaning she packed in a huge hurry. Her stuff was literally slammed in her bag. Or she honestly did not know they were in there. Hast do butthurt says, quote, what do I do now? End quote. Do not marry her and keep the watch for yourself. RKKP 2015 says, I personally know a woman that found evidence of cheating in her husband's suitcase after a business trip. Turns out the other woman put it there on purpose. Just throwing that idea out there. Opie's edit. She came home and says she has no idea how the stuff got in there. She is being much nicer, but now the weird thing is she completely wiped her phone remotely in the time she was at the gym. She was claiming she did that days ago because she thought she lost it in the hotel. But I know that is not true because I tried to log into it this morning after she went to the gym. Everyone keeps telling me to look at watch data. I would, but it's dead and it looks like it takes a very special charger. Also, can a Mac iPhone expert tell me this? If I demand that she restore her phone from the last backup, will it take to the point right before it was wiped, or could she get around this too? I called the Hampton Inn near the Air Force Base and said, my fiancé stayed there this past weekend, and gave her name. She thinks she accidentally picked up a GPS watch and we were wanting to know if someone reported it missing. They confirmed that my fiancé stayed there and that yes, a man had called to say he thinks he left his watch in his room. So I know she was there. This isn't some honeymoon spot, so I do think the work story is true, but that doesn't mean she wasn't in a room with a guy who was also at the hotel. Co-worker or not, they would not give me his name, only that they would call him and say it had been found and work out later how to get it back to him. Okay, now we have a little bit more information about what's going on. Still, we don't know if she's cheating. All we know is that there was stuff in her bag that didn't belong to her and somebody reported the watch missing. So now, let's continue with the update to see what happened there. My world is literally upside down. I can't even breathe at times. Never in a million years did I think this would happen. Things were not good between us for a while, but I thought we would always be able to work it out. She left early in the morning on Tuesday and left the following note on my nightstand that I'm about to transpose, and then we'll be getting her stuff on Saturday with some of her co-workers. I guess this is a unique opportunity to share her side, so I'm just going to type it out. There might be some errors here and there, but I'll do my best to type it exactly as she wrote it. Jason, I used to love leaving you written notes so much, so this one hurts, but I'm under no illusion that this will hurt me more than it will hurt you. So I'm just going to come out and tell you the truth. I kissed another guy when I was in Virginia. I planned on sleeping with him, but I didn't. What is important is that I am so unhappy in this relationship that I was going to sleep with another man. This is not healthy for you, this is not good for me. You deserve the truth, so I will tell you what happened. I hit it off with one of the contractors on this temporary duty assignment. He was a man I'd never met before, but there was an immediate friend attraction. Nothing happened until the Saturday afternoon when we went for a run together and he stopped by my room to show me how he downloads data from his watch into his phone. We kissed and we began to get undressed to take it further. I panicked and told him he had to leave. I was so freaked out I immediately packed up and switched hotels because I didn't want it to have any chance of it going further. This is how I imagine his shoe and watch ended up in my bag. I don't know if it matters or not, but nothing else happened. I assure you on everything that we had with each other, nothing else happened. But that was enough for me to know it's over between us. I have to be honest with you, Jason. Colonel 4X gave me the option of working from the sensitive compartmented information facility instead of going on that temporary duty assignment in light of the holiday. I took the option to travel because I wanted and needed to be away from you. Our fight on Christmas was probably the last straw, and when I had the option to not spend another holiday with you angry staring at your phone, I jumped at it. You haven't been the same since you got fired, and you know it. You used to be a person that inspired me. You were so creative, so full of life, so easy to be around, and so easy for me to fall in love with. What scared me is how quickly that person went away after a minor setback. And yes, getting laid off is a minor setback. I'm sorry, but it is. You could have done so many things in the last few months, but you chose to do nothing but get angry, blame everyone else, including me, for your problems. And I mean nothing. You stopped running, you didn't go to the gym, You didn't draw. You didn't edit videos. You didn't even game with your brother, even though he asked you every single day. I mean, nothing. Do you know what it's like to work every day and come home and see the person you're in love with in the exact same position in bed they'd been in when you left? It's heartbreaking, humiliating, and exhausting. I very simply can't do this anymore. I am going to stay at Aaron and Aaron's. They will be helping me move out this weekend. Please find somewhere else to be on Saturday. I will let you know if we need Sunday too. I will leave a check for my share of the rent until March so I don't screw you over. I wish you the best. Rach. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't know what the F I'm going to do. So when I first read the post and I read this part, I was like, well, what you need to do, dude, is just forget about her and move on and work on yourself. She clearly doesn't want to be with you anymore and she cheated on you, so she sucks. That would have been my initial assessment. But then I went down to the comment section for this post and that changed everything. So now we're gonna move on to those comments and we're gonna figure out what OP did that he left out and she did too that changes the whole story. Kotran 1989 says, just to put it on plain sight, this guy hit his girlfriend and as any scumbag, he promised to never do it again. And here's the curated response from OP, grabbing from everything I could find. She left out that I hit her once in early December. I was so depressed. I mean, I guess I'm glad that she didn't save it for prosperity, but I know it happened. It only happened once. She came home on my birthday and wouldn't stop asking me if I wanted to do something, and I kept saying nothing. And then when she asked me if I'd done anything that day, I lost it with her. I didn't hit her hard, but I left a mark above her left eye. I just want to be honest. Yes, I know that was bad. So now you know that OP hit his girlfriend, and that's why she needed to get away from him as fast as possible. That's probably also why she doesn't want him there on Saturday when she's gonna pick up her stuff. Now, unfortunately, most of the comments regarding this abuse are very well hidden within the comment section, so I really had to dig for them. And then the next thing that happened was when everybody started calling him out on being an abuser, he started throwing a pity party for him and trying to play that angle to see if he could gain some sympathy. Here's a curated response from OP, putting together all the pieces of his pity party. OP responds, I know I don't deserve to even be alive after everything I've done. She doesn't go on Reddit, so the chances of her seeing this post are really small. I guess I was hoping maybe a coworker would see it and maybe tell her what bad shape I'm in and she'd feel sorry for me and at least talk to me, be my friend again or something. This post is all I have. I'm broke, I'm jobless, I'm about to be homeless, I have no friends and no family. I don't feel great, but I'm grasping at what I do have. I don't have a whole lot to stick around for. No job, homeless in 3 months, no relationship, family across the country, no friends. I don't get out of bed most days. I'm pretty isolated. I don't deserve any sympathy, and I'm sorry if it comes across like I'm seeking any. I know I'm not sympathetic. I was posting for advice in the first one. The update was because a lot of people asked me to, and I felt like I was going to burst. I don't even know if I'm going to make it through the next hour, let alone long enough to do great things. It just seems the world keeps throwing crap at me and I'm too weak to slow it off. So there you have it. Now you have the complete scope of the story as far as we know. So how do you feel about OP now that you know what he's done to his girlfriend? Let me know in the comment section. And so we've reached the end of the video. I truly hope you guys liked it. If you did, go ahead and click like. Of course, don't forget to subscribe and click that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also, here are more videos from my channel that you might enjoy. And having said all that, I will see you guys on the next video.